Okay. And we are going in right now. And we are live in Helping the World Sleep Better. So hello, everybody in our community. We're growing rapidly. I think we're nearly at 250 members now, which is fantastic considering we've only been going for, I think it's 4 weeks. So this is still a huge topic for everybody. And hello, everybody in our community. We're growing rapidly. I think we're nearly at 250 members. I'll try and get rid of that one. We've just got too many versions of us going on at the moment. There we go. That's better. So, and what obviously we're finding out is that whilst we're in COVID-19 lockdown, and yes, some of the world is living under less restrictions, but it's just bringing the topic of sleep more to the forefront for everybody. So we have a number of people watching us right now. Hello, let us know who you are and where you're from in the world. I will be able to see your comments over here in Facebook, and I'll be able to share any questions that you have with our fantastic guest today, who's Radhika, who we welcome back. She came to us last week and gave us some amazing nutritional tips. So if you didn't watch that, please, I encourage you to either go onto our YouTube channel, Helping the World Sleep Better, or pop down into the live that we had from last week. But before we hand over to Radhika and the amazing, hello Michelle in the UK, lovely to see you. Before we go into the interview today, I thought there's so many more members, Radhika, that some people haven't met you before. So I want to make sure that they understand the plethora of expertise that you bring with you. And I'll go on to the topic that we're going to talk about today, which is fantastic. So a little bit about Radhika. Firstly, in the world, where in the world is Radhika? Colorado, is that correct, Radhika?
Yes, that's right.
Colorado. She has a bachelor's in psychology. She also holds an MBA. She's a certified health coach, a certified human potential coach, a trained yoga teacher. Oh, we all love yoga. Studied at the Human Potential Institute. She's an ICF accredited program created by Dave Asprey, a biohacking expert. And that's what we're going to be covering today. Can't wait. And she shared workshops at the first Wellness Expo at the SXSW in 2017 at the Bulletproof Activations. She's established a reputation as a subject matter expert by publishing articles in publications and websites such as Ariana Huffington's Thrive Global, which obviously we've all heard of, Austin Fit, and Thoughts Become Things. She's been interviewed for podcasts, developed and delivered wellness corporate workshops in collaboration with yoga studio and health food stores, and is an influencer for some health and wellness brands. She's the founder of Holistic Prana, and you'll be able to see one of her blogs after this interview, where you'll be able to read so many more different tips from her. And she offers integrative health and life coaching. She has the honor of guiding busy professionals and entrepreneurs around the world to a superior state of well-being, cognitive performance, and inner bliss. Who doesn't want that? And she specifically helps stressed, overwhelmed, and busy professionals and entrepreneurs who are seeking to manage stress, tune into their own health, and address their root cause behind symptoms and understand their body. So without further ado, let's welcome Radhika to Helping the World Sleep Better today. Over in Australia, we're starting Friday. I know that Radhika, you're finishing your Friday. Over in the UK, you're actually finishing really at the end of your Thursday. So yes. We've got people watching from all over the world. Radhika, biohacking, the topic from today. Firstly, what on earth is biohacking?
Okay, well, I want to say hello again. Nice to be back here. But 1 second, my screens, I lost you. There you are. So, as we all know about hacking, it's, experimenting and changing the way you're doing things on a technology perspective. When it comes to biohacking, it's as essentially as simple as hacking your biology. So really being in control of your health and optimizing your biology, it could be using science, it could be using self-experimentation, it could be using something, it could be like tech, but it could also be something as simple as just walking on, outside on the grass and, getting some grounding. It could also be as simple as just taking control of your breath with some breath work, and then you're able to control your physiology and your nervous system. So it could be like all around the spectrum, like using a hack like a ring,
A
which
ring.
is a sleep tracker, and it tracks your sleep at various levels. Or it could be just starting your day with a breath work practice where you really are in control of your physiology. So it's all over the spectrum.
Wow. Okay. So pretty much anything where you are consciously supporting the biology of your body.
Right.
Wow. Okay. And this ring you talk about, obviously, there's, we've heard of like, different watches and everything that tell you how much sleep you've had. So the ring does the same thing, does it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's essentially basically helps you track your sleep, because if you can't really track things, you really don't know what to do with it. Sometimes I used to think I was sleeping really well. But when I started wearing this ring, I was like, oh, okay, there are some days that my REM is not as high as my deep sleep. And so what are the things I can do to get more deep sleep? And then I realized if I got more sun and vitamin D in the morning, my deep sleep was higher, or if I were hacking some of the nutrition side of things that I was doing, and not having any kryptonite foods like we spoke about last time, then my REM sleep was great. So if you can monitor and track certain metrics, like in this case you're talking about sleep, then you can really work on optimizing it based on your results. So that's what this ring really essentially helps us do, is gathering a lot of data.
Yeah.
And it gets downloaded on an app in the phone. So the really good thing about it, as compared to a Fitbit, is that you can turn it off on airplane mode while you're wearing it on the app. So it's not like it's not consistently giving you that EMF, the
Yeah.
electromagnetic frequency, which most wearable tech, that's the tendency that happens. And so that can be avoided. That's why I'm a big fan of it. And also, the data is pretty accurate. So it gives you the total sleep. It will tell you your REM sleep, like I said, which is essentially helps you in, telling you, whether, REM sleep plays a role in, energizing your mind and body. And it gives you a lot of good data about your sleep quality. The deep sleep is the most restorative and rejuvenating part of your sleep. And that's when your muscle repair and growth happens. And so it will tell you the amount that is the average amount that, people usually have. And so you can see where you are in that plane. And it also tells you on a daily basis how you're tracking. So let's say if your deep sleep is a little bit lower than average, then it will tell you that maybe you need to take a little bit of rest when it comes to your activity. And so you don't want to go and do some intense high intensity workout, but maybe you want to do something low intensity like yoga, and then just restore and recover before you get back. And then it also gives you more data about, how much time it took you to fall asleep. That's called the sleep latency. And then also the sleep timing. So where were the periods that you were awake? Sometimes we think that, oh, we slept for 10 hours. And then if you look at the sleep tracker, it shows that you were actually awake for quite a lot of time in between. And so that's, again, giving you valuable information that I'm falling asleep easily, but I'm waking up. So what is it that I can do? So it really helps you identify, how you're going off your natural circadian rhythm, and then either working with a coach or, you can hack, okay, what are the things I need to do to bring back my sleep where I'm getting enough REM and deep. So
Is like, you know, we've got these parameters for sleep and everyone's going, yeah, you know, anywhere between 6 and 9 hours, and that's sort of generic. Is there like a generic time that we should be aiming for REM sleep and for DEMS and for deep sleep?
So ideally, you want to be sleeping definitely, between 11 o'clock. You should not be sleeping, anytime after 11, because that's the time usually I think between 11 and 2 is a lot of that activity that happens, which is restoring your hormones and all the work that's happening in your brain that we spoke about last time. So forming a sleep routine that you're somehow, getting ready to be in bed by 10 o'clock. So by 11 o'clock, you are usually the deep sleep happens right when you're falling asleep. And then through this, rhythm of the night and between it happens as well. But the whole idea is to fall asleep at the same time every day, but no later. You should be fast asleep by 11 o'clock. So to do that, you want to maybe start winding down like around 9 o'clock, so you're in your bed by 9:30, and yeah.
Maybe a topic that we can talk about next time you come on next week is how we help people who are maybe working permanent nights, and how that works. You know, how do we help trick the brain with this
Right,
hacking
and there is a
mechanism?
hack for that as well. Yes.
Oh, excellent, excellent. I know we have members in our community who have actually said, how do I do that? My sleep routine is terrible because I work permanent nights. And we've got a lot of people in the medical industry in our group, and obviously they're in pulling double shifts at the moment, having to work 7 days. So this whole like routine for them has been thrown out of the window somewhat. So yeah, that would be fantastic. Anything that we can give to the people who their routine has just been thrown up in the air because of what they're having to do right now, that would be great.
Right.
This is fantastic. Absolutely. It's an amazing topic, isn't it? It can go in any direction. And REM sleep, for people who, I mean, obviously people have heard about REM sleep, and you say that that's doing a very specific job in the body. So REM sleep's doing something very different to deep sleep. So what does what does REM sleep help us actually do? What do we process when we're going through REM sleep?
So it's basically like really helping you, like some people have a lot of dreams, and that's usually happens when your REM sleep is higher. It's basically energizing your mind and your body. So if your REM score is higher, on the higher side, it will tell you that, oh, today is a good day for you to use your time doing something really productive, because that's the day your cognitive abilities really optimize. Your brain has really, been rested. Whereas deep sleep, let's say you had like a high intensity workout, and that's when your muscles are repairing. And so one is like brain and one is like your body, like your muscle growth and repair is happening. And so you feel really like relaxed and rejuvenated the next day.
We've just had a question from Julie. Julie's in Australia. I think we just answered the question, Julie, but let us know. She's just asked, what stage of sleep do you dream? Obviously, that's REM. I seem to have the most dreams just before waking. Me too, Julie. I always seem to, it's almost as though I've trained myself to do my dreams that are going to help me with all of my answers between 5 in the morning and 7 in the morning. Those are my lucid dreaming times. I know I dream at other points in the night, but yeah, those are the dreams I pay most attention to because they're giving me answers to stuff, which makes perfect sense with what you just said about cognition.
Right. Yes.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Do we have any further questions from everybody this morning? We're conscious we came on a little bit late, but I think we've got some amazing tips already here from this short session. And we want to always keep these sessions to about 15, 20 minutes, because we know that people don't have huge chunks of time to go and watch videos. But if you can come in and go, okay, yeah, I got 3 great tips I'm going to try from that one. That was great. So Radhika, if we did a summary of what we've talked about today, it's just like, wow, it's amazing. So biohacking is pretty much anything where you are consciously supporting the biology of your body and your mind, and
Right.
to achieve whatever you want to achieve. So for us, we want to achieve a good night's sleep. We've now established that technology can help you actually measure and understand where you personally as an individual are maybe not achieving the sort of sleep that you need. And we've gone into the stages of sleep today, which is fantastic. So the REM sleep helping the brain, and the deep sleep helping your muscles repair and really supporting the body in that restorative process. Is there any questions from anybody before we go? And if there isn't, don't worry. For people who are watching us not live, please pop below #replay and tag Radhika and myself with any of your questions. And then Radhika will know to come and answer those. Obviously, if you have some thoughts about some of the conversation topics we've been having about using technology to help you achieve a better sleep, do you already use technology? What do you have one of these rings that Radhika uses? How's that worked for you? And for anybody who has not been able to join us live, there is going to be a copy, a transcript of an amazing suite of tips that Radhika has already put together in her blog, and she'll share that link with us below. So thank you once again, Radhika, and you're back next Friday, same time. So Michelle in the UK, whatever time this is for you, what are we, 10:30 at night, 11:30 at night? Wow, you should be in your deep sleep pit. Get your hormones sorted out. Julie, obviously, you know, this is like 8:30ish, 8 o'clock-ish. So for everybody, wherever you are in the world right now, have an amazing day, have an amazing sleep. Radhika, it was so beautiful to talk to you again today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Looking forward to seeing you again next week. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.